Proceed them if you're ready with this morning's witness.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, commissioners, and members of the audience. This morning's witness is testifying from abroad and via video link. Hello, Mr. Witness, are you there? Thank you.
Hello, I'm fine.
Mr. Witness, we've not met before. My name is AZIZ HYDARA, and I'm here to assist you to give your testimony to the Commission. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
Could you speak into the microphone, Mr. Witness?
Yes, I do understand.
Maybe you'd have to speak up a little more, or you up the volume.
The volume is up. I say I do understand.
We can only hear you feebly. Okay, yes, now we can hear you. Could you say something again? Fantastic.
Yes, I understood. Yes.
Great, good. Mr. Witness, could you repeat after me, please?
Okay.
I, AZIZ HYDARA,
I, AZIZ HYDARA,
hereby affirm
hereby affirm
that I will speak the truth.
I'm nothing about the truth.
Thank you. Mr. HYDARA, you've just made a declaration to speak the truth.
Yes.
Under the laws of this country, it is a criminal offense to provide false information or false testimony under a declaration to speak the truth. Do you understand that?
I do.
Good. Normally, our hearings, in our hearings, we do accommodate for interpretation in the local languages, in one of the local languages at least. In which language, local language, would you wish your testimony to be interpreted into?
Mandinka, please.
The Mandinka booth is ready. Thank you very much. So you would respond or you would answer questions or make statements after the interpretation. Understand?
Council come for wala mindigo ning ay nyinin karo ke janni be jabiro kala isi la moy kan nasor la ya kan nasor foro janni be jabiro kala.
You should also avoid making statements that would overlap with that of others.
No hanin ka bisa kata fanang ila kuma kawon nyim fanang ni si la moy janni janni be nyini kuma kawon fola kan nasor la di foro non dañu kuma kawon be sel la ñokan.
Are we together?
Be ñokan ne bang?
Yes. Yes, please.
Thank you very much. Mr. Witness, you are called upon today to testify about your work in the task force that was created to assist the the ECOWAS UN investigation team that came to the Gambia sometime in 2008.
Sedo ko ye kumande dalilo men kam majam pour essayer dandori wala minti ko ida ila dabulo ye ka fo melondi ba me task force pour ka kuntangol de ma men yaron ko e nyanna la nyim bankum kanja men be bola fanna la membe ko EU ECOWAS anin bunda kotangol ila kiskisiro nyim bunda nyin kono.
Okay.
Good. But before you give your testimony, we would want you to provide some basic information about yourself. What are your full names, sir?
Janni bela se dandiro nyindam dala folo abedia la nyafolo isila kibar dandandi di molla folo folo ito ni kontangodu.
My name's AZIZ HYDARA.
Utomu AZIZ HYDARA leti.
What's your place and date of birth?
Iwuluda mintole andu iwuluda sanjuma lefana.
I was born in Georgetown, Makati Island Division.
Uluta Georgetown le Makati Island Division.
And Georgetown is now known as Janjambure.
Yes, Janjambure Central River.
Sai kafuje ne Janjambure abe dinkiramu mfananto sai kafuje ne Central River region.
I was born on the 15th of October 1971.
October karotil tang ani lulu 1971 was ulule uluta.
Where did you go to school?
ila karamo da mu min dole
Just give us a brief biographical information.
ya sutien ni ngedron ila karamo ni londo ni ila ta nyoka nyam.
I went to Methodist Primary School in Georgetown.
Na follow Methodist Primary Karambule to Georgetown je.
From 1980 to 1987.
Kabo 1980 kata 1987.
Then I proceeded to Armitage High School.
Tuntenda kata Armitage High School.
From 1987 to 1992.
Kabo 1987 kata 1992.
And what did you do after finishing Armitage?
Imoneke briyela Armitage londi kondibo karamo nyimbang.
Sometime in 1993, by the end of 1993, I was enrolled at the National Security Service.
Between 1993 bandula mafungala yudu ko dinna dinkirato men kita kanto min tankada bundati National Security Service.
As a what?
Kake mundi
As an intelligence officer.
Ye palaso men dinna je wolem kullo dinkaran doku lati ka fama intelligence officer.
And you have since then, up to date, been working at the intelligence service of this country.
kabo wato la fo yimbe wo wato la ibe do ko la banko la kullo police la dinkiral
Very well indeed.
Ha wala makata wala nyama.
And you started as a trainee detective?
e ya damu ta damen wala min karandir lati me alon ko wala kamul karandini ko wa
Trainee.
Grade member karan.
karanka membe karankan aku do go nyingon
Yes. Ha.
Yes, please.
And by 2019, you became a director, a deputy director at the counter-terrorism unit.
2019 na ke deputy director di counter terrorism unit bundar.
Yes, please.
Ha.
But sometime in 2008,
But what is on that 2008 samo
you worked on the migrants case.
yido ko ke nyintamala la kur.
Yes.
Ha.
Could you tell us how it happened?
Isa fono nye okay no da nyadi de.
Yes, indeed, I can.
Ha, nsi okay.
Please go ahead.
Lugare afanye tenten.
This happened sometime, I cannot remember the date very well,
Ninkata watu men hakilo te lunu fangu mutan wala de.
but I was the head of the investigation unit at the National Intelligence Agency.
Bar wotu mon tele mu kisikisiro bunda nyaton koti National Intelligence Agency NIA.
When I was informed by my line director,
Birin ntemu la keba mumenti director briwe nyin kibaro dinna.
And who was that?
Wala mujumati nu.
Ibrahim Jim Drame,
Kafola Ibrahim Jim Drame.
Director of Operations.
Wala mu director tinu memata do kolu sambola.
Then he called me that I was part of a task force, so that we should meet at the police headquarters.
Ayam kumandi ay nyum fanyen ko mbetar la kafule kono adu nyanta fero kala ngabe police la korda bato headquarters.
So when I departed and we met at, I think, at the CMC office.
Betun tafana wulta utumo len tata nimanyina mbenta CMC la office auto.
And by CMC, you mean Crime Management Coordinator?
Nigo CMC akopo mumendi wala crime management coordinator di.
Indeed, yes.
Walem.
And who was the person that occupied that office at the time?
Wato la jumala be office woni nyaton kaya kan.
One Yankuba Sonko.
Kafume utumo Yankuba Sonko.
Do you know the position Mr. Sonko holds today?
Ndey jamano mendo sayente yalo ne Mr. Sonko mum palace le babulu bang.
Yes, he is the Minister of Interior at the moment.
Atelo minister tinambata banko kan kunya la nyintembeng.
So what happened when you met in Mr. Sonko's office?
Siang muna na ke bringal tata albenta Mr. Sonko la office ko no.
When we met there, because we don't know what we were called for in the beginning.
Birim bentaje ko fono dula ton tel fomo malo yem kumandi munela.
So we were briefed that there will be a visiting UN ECOWAS investigation team.
Ye na tan ka candi tumo me nyine fonyen ko lunta lu bina la menu bina kumpa boru la banko kan kabo ECOWAS ani UN la bundala.
Who was present in this meeting?
Nyimbe wonyinde jumane jumala be maberinje.
Yankuba Sonko, Crime Management Coordinator, Gambia Police Force.
Yankuba Sonko BJ Crime Management Coordinator, Gambia Police Force.
Ibrahim Drame Jim, Director of Operations, National Intelligence Agency. Ibrahim
Jim Drame, Mabeta J, Atilum Director, Mamata Lukulu, Tamandola, LIE.
Malami Sike, Officer Commanding Major Crime at the time, Police.
Alim Malamim Sise, Atilum Officer Commanding, Alam Nyaton Koti, Major Crime, Olem Ninkuja Ubalu, La Kulu Noa Satala Nyaton Koti.
Numo Kujabi, Officer Commanding Interpol, Gambia Police Force.
Numo Kujabi, Officer Commanding Interpol, Gambia Police Carola.
Mfandi Jaba, Military Intelligence State House.
Mfali Jabang, atebe sojarul kullo dinkarim bundale la kafume military intelligence abe State House la utumo.
My humble self, AZIZ HYDARA, Officer Commanding Investigations, National Intelligence Agency.
An interfango kundingu AZIZ HYDARA, Officer Commanding Investigation, National Intelligence Agency.
In this meeting, was it attended by the Inspector General of Police?
Yimbe onying for police on la kunti onying ama beta jeleba.
Yeah, that's the thing I cannot remember fully. But either he was at the meeting or we later went to his office to meet him.
Mhakilo mwoto sene andilo bake katu kufulalem asekeno ay mabe bewoto wala brindil ngana bewoke okola lon tata tara la office okono.
How about the Minister of Interior at the time?
Minister mebe marle banko kono kunya la wato la du.
Yes, I have the testimony of one of the witnesses that we attended a meeting at his office.
Ngamo kilina sede yaro mojan ka foko ngabeloke atefanga la office okono le fanan.
Which witness are you referring to?
Sede Juma ndaja.
Ibrahim Drame.
Proceed.
But the meeting I can fully remember with the Honorable Minister.
Bengo men hakilo samutalo minister emenke.
Was after the whole exercise.
We would come to that meeting. But you cannot remember in the first, prior to commencing this work, whether you had a meeting with the minister.
No, I cannot. And I want to say something, if you will allow me.
Please go ahead.
Yes. You know, I was not part of the task force as explained.
Task force.
So we are a supporting team for the visiting AU and UN ECOWAS team.
Ntelu mumma koirla leti kafola karola menu mulunta uluti menu bila banko kanjang kabona ECOWAS la bundala ani UN la bundala.
And that support team was referred to as task force.
And we would marla kafoning wolle mikafole task force.
Okay, maybe, but I have a list of names of task force mentioned in this testimony.
Ha aseke barbiton tolu be suffering many alonko wolle keta multi men be task force nin kono.
Like who?
Including ministers and security chiefs.
Minister ni kanton in tankada kunton ko lula molu bijele.
So I have never met any of these people.
Nimolu dentene ni ulu mambeng neneni mambeng.
In one meeting together.
Ka fombe be meeting kliwoto dinkira kliwoto nenamanke.
Okay.
Proceed, please. Proceed.
Among them, the only person I met was the Inspector General of Police and the Minister of Interior.
Wol ko ntani meni benta wala Inspector General member police ani minister member tabanko kan kunyalla.
That's right.
And there was no meeting I attended at the police headquarters with any of these people.
Adun be mansoto ntema beta mento police la korda bato ka fo ninyi moli e benje.
So you are called to testify about the work of the support team.
Munda ye kuma di dalilo men pour be seeda ndiro di la fanna men wala nyindi ko nyinde marla de ma kafo nying wala do ko nying.
And you are right, the task force pretty much comprised service chiefs.
Ito nyala nying task force o nying menu do abe ko no wollem tanko bunda nyaron ko dolti.
But you were a member of the support team, which was also referred to by some as the task force.
Nyala ye mem fo wala nyindi ko be ite mu moldi mi alon ko be kafule ko mi alon ko de marla kafol nying ite bo kafo nyindi ko bar dol ke kumandi hansa dol ke kumandi task force la.
But let's focus on what you and the group you mentioned were doing. That is Yankuba Sonko, Ibrahima Jim Drame, Malamin Sise, and others.
Barisilanga nyati le nyingol la men yana ko e wala to fay ko itani wolle bulo du nyoko wala Malamin Sise, Ibrahima Jim Drame aning Yankuba Sonko aning do ko tangol.
That is what you are doing in order to assist the ECOWAS UN investigation team.
Altar raka wala ke mun buru nyin kamal alsin nyin nuntan wol membina pour allié de ma même ECOWAS ani UN na multi ni nata.
That meeting at Mr. Sonko's office.
Obengo nyi menketa Mr. Sonko's office okono.
What was it that you discussed?
Ale mun kachaje.
We didn't discuss much.
Man kunjama kachaje.
We were told that we will assist the visiting UN ECOWAS investigation team.
Ye men fo nyindro wala nyindi ko ECOWAS ani UN la kisikisir la ka fo mulu men bi na jang ntelle nyanta wo kala mulu timen bewlu makoyla.
In case they need to talk to any witness, we should be able to provide the witness for them.
Min misali kama ilafta diam la momon die men sike sedeti ntelle nyanta wo mari fere la ngani itandi nyola ina diam.
Or if they need any document or any other information, we should be able to facilitate that for them.
Andun fana ni sulata kaitile la kaiti kuma wala sulata kibar la ntelle nyanta fero kala pour yow soto.
Essentially, you are to be facilitators.
Amunda nyin kamala ko altolle be tarla ko boring it wayala jang.
For the ECOWAS for the ECOWAS UN investigation team.
Pour ECOWAS nani UN na kisikisir lal.
Yes.
Ha.
That was the official version.
Wala mu kanguti men dital la do ko la karol.
Exactly.
Ha wala.
But in reality,
Tonya.
what was the real purpose of this support team, the team that you belong to?
Yeah, I never came to understand that the whole essence was to make a cover up
Nata fahamu ko ntolla taro ko nyin kono dalilo memba duma wala nyinti ko ntelisike moluti na do ko si kolu tamandi nyama mensike kolu bitilati wala ka kolu mabo ke sutura nyame ma ko ntella karola jayte lafta la nyami.
Why I said this? Because there was not at any time I was aware of facilitating to bring any document or being opportune to hear any request from the team.
Katuma ngo fo mindiko sila manna soto nte tarta men kono ka foko nyile kayti kanintel bulunga men sambe ye wala ka kibar dila wala ka mako kuto me ya lon ko wala kete la silo sababu ti jang nte manna wodo kuke Mike.
Thank you very much. How was your work organized?
Allah do ko nying ya landi tam sila nyaadi kam.
Yes, from the police headquarters, we were advised that we will be meeting at Kairaba police station.
Itumbirim bata police korda ba nyinto inatanyi yamaro din nako mbekari bengoke la Kairaba police station olto.
What time of the day?
Tilo montoro wati jumala al karla benna.
Most of the time in the afternoon.
Si jama dal nka ben tilibulu nka ben tilibulole.
And in the late evening.
Wala ularanding suma.
Okay. And what would you be doing there?
At the police headquarters, we meet at a building behind the police, how do you call it, charge office or the police station.
Police headquarters na bendula ka kidinkira mentu wabikoma le charge office wala police station o koma je.
And what would you be doing during these meetings?
Actually, it came to me as a very, very big surprise. What we were doing there was to supervise for the rewriting, or if you like, the copying of diaries.
Menna tante tereng ko kona ketanye tereng bati nkatara ko menna je wolem diary olu nka si nka wolle sain kan safe diary olu menu ye dina pour ka wolla ko lu sain kan safe.
Who supervised this work?
Nyindo ko nyin jumala ka nyato nkaya.
Our team, it appears that Yankuba Sonko was the head of the team.
Na kafombolu de menna ta fintole mnyindi ko Yankuba Sonko la manyato nkoti.
Who was present during the rewriting of these diaries?
Nyin jumala do mabere nyinje ninga tara nyin diary nyin nalbe tabela safela ka safe ku ko ka bundi jang ka safe jang.
Indeed, the whole team was there. Yankuba Sonko, crime management coordinator at the time, police.
Kafombolu men be yentombo mbele katarje de Yankuba Sonko anin CMC mbele kama beje.
Director of Operations NIA Ibrahim Drame.
And Director NIA Ibrahim Drame.
OC Major Crime Police Malamin Sise.
Malamin Sise OC Crime Serious Crimes Labunda.
Numo Kujabi OC Interpol Police.
And Numo Kujabi OC Interpol Police.
Mfali Jabang Military Intelligence.
Mfali Jabang Military Intelligence.
Myself, Aziz Hydarah.
Mfango kuno Aziz Hydara.
So we were present to supervise this thing.
Bitu ntelebi jede puruka nyindu ko tamandi aninka ayamarolu tamandi.
There were some young police officers abroad. They were assisting in writing this diary.
Police funding ke olu dolu fanalu sotonta ye menu nati menu ketantul fanalla makur laliti puruka nyi safero ke nyi diary olu safero ka kumo kangulu bondi diary do kono ke safe diary do bala.
Do you know which diaries were copied?
Yal ne ye diary jumal le safe o nyaama banke bondi jang ka saundi jang.
Not exactly all the diaries I know, but I know any diary they know that there is entries or records of the movement of these illegal migrants or West African nationals will be involved.
Hakilo mamutano diary menu bemu bari diary me yalonko molu la ko safeta je menu keta wo wuda ilaluti wala mo finduti liji banku dingulu menu yalonko iketa tamalalti wala ko safeta diary to yo diary lenati je.
Some of the diaries may include
diary no dol fanal sitaraje menu yalonko asakeno ninti
like Kairaba Station
wala diary
Bulung
Bundu station wala diary.
I'm not very sure of PIU, I think. But
Amman koy mabake bari aseke PIU fanana diary.
And those are the ones you can remember. Hyderabad Station, Bundung, PIU.
yes, thank you.
And could you recall what information was removed from the new diary, from the old diary, and not included in the new diary?
Mum kibar jumal del me alon ko ye bondi o diary kototo andu meke o diary kudo nyiddo.
Very well.
Tell us.
Fanyamba.
These are entries that affect the movement of these West African nationals, irregular migrants, they call it.
Ni safarolu meni alonko me sawundi ke bodari kototo ke kutamanyi ndo wala keta kibaro luti menu be dendi mo fundula nyintili ji banko dingulu la wala wuday lalu ko tubabo lu kafa men migrants wala kode mangolu sawundi ke bondi janke de ke jang.
Mr. Witness, what you were saying is a very serious or is a massive cover-up by the government. That's what you're saying.
Exactly, but that's what happened.
But this is a very serious accusation. You are under an affirmation to speak the truth. An affirmation equates to a statement made under oath.
Indeed, I believe in my faith.
Tonyalo. Ilata dankene yalale.
Yeah, and I know I am swearing. It's like I am talking the Holy Quran. I'm swearing.
Ando amunta jallinga damuta konga abaketele konga al-Quran wala mutanankani.
Are you sure that what you are saying happened?
Indeed, very well.
Aketele kende kede.
And where did this happen?
This happened at Kairaba Station.
Ninketa Kairaba Station also.
Sometimes we will go during the weekend in the morning. So weekdays we go after work.
Tomorrow lunkata weekend ole kono sumandasi tomorrow lunsitanga dukoke nimdo kulungo lemu nimole jita dukola lontulukata.
There is an office or a building behind Kairaba Station.
Bumu bije wala office of the Kairaba Station for koma je.
If you go there, there is a small hall. I don't know whether a living room or a parlor, but there is a small hall. That's where we do it.
Bitu bumoto dinkira bije deme ya lonko sal kono balum abako bitu sidulalum wala salo lem delkasi dinkira le to kanyindo koke.
While this activity was going on, did you all know that you were in fact falsifying public records?
Fo atol be men be ma berinje fo alkaali ale ñin lonne ko albe baro men albe men ke kanje kule me yalon ko man sakunda la kaytolu ko safirol albe wol del filindi kan
Mother.
Hakil fulate woto wolem.
And who again did you say was present when this activity was going on?
Sila iko jumala fanam ko to mo doti me yalon ko wala man fanam ma beta je tumala men ñin ko be kering.
No, it was this team.
Amanda nyen kafo wolem doro.
Just give us the names again.
All murun kamba ye dinna ban ko tenke.
Okay, Yankuba Shonko, crime management coordinator, Gambia Police Force of the town.
Yankuba Sonko memo crime management coordinator ti Watembo.
Ibrahim Drame, Director of Operation NIA.
Ibrahim Drame, Director of Matadokolu Sambola NIA.
Malamin Sise, OC Major Crime.
Malamin Sise, OC Major Crimes. Olem kuja ubalu bundati.
Numo Kujabi, OC Interpol Police.
Numo Kujabi, atalam OC Interpol Police la Carola.
Fandi Jaba, Military Intelligence.
Mfali Jabang, Sojaro la kullo dinkarim bunda Military Intelligence.
Myself, Officer Obra.
And in the AZIZ HYDARA, Intel Marta, Intel Director to Kisikisiro Bunda la Carola, NIA.
OC, Officer Command.
OC, Officer Commanding, NIA.
But Mr. Hydara.
Mr. Hydara.
Mr. Yankuba Sonko, Honorable Minister of Interior.
Honorable Mr. Yankuba Sonko, Memo Minister de Banco Kanya.
Appeared before the commission. He accepted that there was cover-up, but he claimed that he did not know that the diaries were doctored or were being doctored.
Bari ayete nyim mem fo wala nyindiko atama nyi londi soto nyinda kafu ko nyin diary nyin ye kibaro dul tala ikonole atama londo soto.
Anyway, I know he was the head of our team and he was present, he was there as the head of the team when this thing was happening.
Ntanga melonde wairi mbejele. Atele muntu law kafo nyaton koti adum bewodo ko ke kantumo menna ama betale afango bijele konta bijenyam.
What do you say to the suggestion that he was not aware that diaries were being doctored?
Ite munasara be mem fola niya moy ako atama londi soto nyinna kafu ko nyin ate londo soto la nyin to ko nyin diary nyin ye kibaro dul tala ikonole.
I will be very much surprised, but that will not be true.
Ubengela yante teren ku baleti bar bitum fanan atakela tonyati.
Are you suggesting that the Honorable Minister misled the Commission?
Mundaita benina fo kanko Honorable Minister ayini commission yin aye filindile.
Anyway, I have high regards for him, but and I'm still going by his advice during his testimony that we should come and tell the truth. So that's what I'm doing.
Na bunya bake na horoma. Bari bitung atefanga ya maro mendi konga na tonyafo. Ndefana mbeta makangole laten.
Are you absolutely sure about what you are saying?
Ilata nyinna la famfanki asane ate mako ibe men fokan ilata la.
Absolutely, no, you're about that.
Kende kede ilata la hakili fulo fongatiji.
Ibrahim Jim Drame, who was your boss at the time, who brought you into the support team or the task force. He appeared before the commission yesterday. He too claimed that if the diaries were doctored, he as he was not present for most of the time. He attended only two sessions at Kairaba.
Katung wato Jamal Beji ila sio nying adabu abukatara mabering. Mitim fula drong bem fula wala mabe Kairaba.
I heard him say that.
What do you say to that suggestion, to what he said?
No, I did not agree with it.
Was he, what do you disagree with?
But he was not present when this done.
What is the real truth?
Lead Counsel, I want to say something here.
Lead Counsel left a film for a jam.
none of our superiors at the time
Delaw nyaton kolu tembo telube
Yankuba Sonko, Ibrahima Jim Drama included.
Yankuba Sonko ni Ibrahima Jim Drama be dabiji.
None of them were themselves when it comes to matters relating to the presidency or the government.
Ibugatare fang sawo ko kundi ning adenta president la kuala watembo.
What do you mean by that? Can you clarify? Can you explain that?
Ila ko to mun ila kuma ka woni sinde ma ba yo faram fansi nyoto ba.
Yes, they want to receive active in enforcing those requests.
Ikalafile ay fintik ay wala ay lankana mako itelube kawle tamandi kanka bambandi.
Are you suggesting that they were enthusiastic implementers of those unlawful orders?
Fo e kanyine foko e katara e korontor ne pour ko barak kan sifal ni mialon ko atelier di pour que tamandi tariyarinke.
Yes.
Ha.
Because I give you an example.
Katumbe mbe misalo dilela.
Izin Fali Jaba.
Yem Fali Jaba nje.
Blessed memory.
Alama ale ne kafarikaye.
You know, most of the people in the group feared him.
Mo jama be kafonyin kono iman hanyi anya.
For the simple reason.
Dalilan dinkilin kanko.
They believe that he reports people to the president.
Ilata nyine ko atele kam molu la kalamiro di president wala.
So none of these people will deliberately absent themselves from such activities when family is present.
Itelu dodo te sonna pour que fam da bondi wala ye balam pour kana bengola nim fali be damin ite sonna wala.
I think the important thing here is
na mira men kumma yata jang wala nyinti ko
we must tell the truth.
Na katanga to nyafo.
It has happened.
Aketale.
Ibrahim Drama knows me very well.
Ibrahim Drama yentelong kendeke.
He knows I will not come here to lie.
Ay fango yalo na kontetina jangana fanyafo.
So that is the truth, later.
Wale muto nyati.
But I mean, Mr. Witness, ironically,
that's my testimony.
Adu wale munna sede yaroti.
Mr. Yankuba Sonko, Honorable Yankuba Sonko,
Mr. Yankuba Sonko, Honorable,
barrister and solicitor of the Supreme Court of the Gambia,
Mola Meya Lonko, loyal Mati,
and he is a honorable minister.
and Mubunya Minister Mati.
A lot of us, me including, hold him in very high regard. Has also said exactly what you said. That he was speaking the absolute truth and he had no reason to lie. Ibrahim Jim Drame was also here yesterday. Again, a very senior officer in government. He had occupied very, very senior positions in government. Both Director of Internal Security and Operations of the NIA. And now Director of Operations for the Drug Law Agency of the Gambia.
Director of Operations Drug Law Enforcement Agency, the Gambia.
He too said that he was not there. And that we should believe him because he was speaking the absolute truth. And he had no reason to lie. What do we make of these three testimonies, Mr. Witness? So this commission would not take very serious these self-serving statements by witnesses that, oh, believe me, I will not lie, I would give this person. The commission would not believe that. They would not pay much credence to that. But I want you to tell us about the relationship between Fali Jabang and your de jure leaders in that task force. Your de jure leaders would, in terms of position, be Yankuba Sonko and Ibrahima Jim Drame. What was the relationship with Fali Jabang?
Left I didn't cross Senayandini. Ko I mean follow minti ko konusono be searing be crossroading hakil tuala ka fo menu kana jante fani ya fola mbeto nya drone fola ibe be jibela bar bitu lafitale nyin tembe yeddin kira Senayandini me yalon ko wala menu be nya ton kayala wo ko nyin kunna utumo Yankuba Sonko anin Ibrahima Jim Drame itella ko inin Fali Jabang temo itella londo to abelari nu nyadile.
I cannot say much about their relationship.
I mean the working relationship at that time, working for the task force.
So what men na ibe do kola wo kafo nyinto ila do ko hadamanya ila nyoe be nyoe nyadilen.
You know, Fali is a type of person at the time. He always want to be in control.
Mfali bungole tu tembo me ya lonko wati atakatarle atakalla file ayatara kolu kunna kolu yatara marani ngate bulu.
Because I don't fool most of the time with him.
Katu wati jama dal ntena mbuka na kolu bukata no nyola.
During the time I was head of investigation, I used to have arguments and problems with him.
Wato mbe kisikisiro bulla nyaton kayala nakatu nyo sabalale andu nkakole akulu fanalu soto.
But
he comes to me and decides to give me orders to go by which I always refuse to do.
Akanante kanne kafo abe kango dilantela purunte si do ko ke wonyama barinte mbuka song.
How about that?
He may have attempted to do the same to all.
And lata lako alaftap me asekeno alafta kukile mwana sambara dolu fanali kang.
But who was really in charge of what was going on at Kairaba station?
Silang fang ke jumala tarta do kamar tarra marlin ko la membe ke kan dum Kairaba police station.
Yankuba Sonko CMC.
Yankuba Sonko CMC.
So are you telling us for certain that Yankuba Sonko was present there, knowing fully well that these diaries were being doctored, and he supervised that? Is that your testimony, Mr. Witness?
Amundai kame fomole wole mnyindiko ila kumaka nyine mnyindiko maka sabatere nde ko Yankuba Sonko honorable benu mabere nyindingira nyindo wato mena be indare dala ibe kumaka dol talala je kasa undi dingira dor.
Remember, you are under an affirmation to speak the truth.
Hakilo murundi koma de ko eta wole ta ko ibe to nyale fola.
Yes, I know.
Ha ngalone.
What is your answer?
And that's my testimony.
Adu wole munna sede aroti.
What is your testimony?
Muna mwila sede aroti.
My testimony is
Na sede aro
Yankuba Sonko and all the names I mentioned were present in this cover.
Yankuba Sonko aninga menu beto fo ibema betale nyinkoto kuna fanyame.
And what was this exercise about?
Wala nyindo ko nyin at munang abeta ta na munang.
History writes his diaries and omits any entries relating to the movement of this West African migrants.
Wala mnyinte ka kumakangolu bondi diary doto ke saundi diary doto bari fem kibar wo kibar na denta nyi luntawolu wala nyi wuda ilalle la kola tubabul kafu me migrants wolu ntewlu mala mbewlu tulajele ntewlu saundila.
So what happened to the old diaries?
Silang muna na ke nyin diary ko to nyinna.
Anyway, if they actually exercise, we go home, we leave the police.
Luolu ndi nintele ngado ko ka hanfo njita nka sai sule nga kaito lubetu police.
And who would be in charge of them?
Juma ka tara marli la je nal tata.
The members of the police in the team should be able to say that.
Menu be alon ko police la molu menu be kafonyin kono wol be o fono la le.
For how long has this exercise gone on?
Ayal ta fo wati jellal be nyum ko kega.
I cannot remember exactly, but few days, maybe a week or so.
Nakino tamuta no la de kende kede bari tili dente la asekeno fan lokum kilinyo.
Was this before the international team arrived, or was it while the team was in Gambia?
Fo nyum ko nyin abe kala wado mena fo janni nyin kafo nyin be nyin kisisir la kafo nyin be furala na banko kan janna ban waranto fo wado e furata le fo ka pare.
No, before they come.
Hani janning idina la lon nyin kita.
Did you work with the team when the international investigators arrived?
Nyin kisisir la nyin menu nyana na bonna mane kana fo inite do ko ini do ko ke nyokanda ba.
That is another interesting thought.
O fanamu bunda doleti meye solo soto.
Tell us about it.
Kuma fo nyoto.
Because I personally, I never meet this team.
Kadunda fango kungo nini mo fawlo nele mambe. Ni manyoje fere.
Meet in the sense,
Ka foko ni nyoje.
we did not have a meeting with them, we did not sit with them.
Ni mambenke adu ni man si fanan nyokan.
The only thing we did was
Na menda manke wala mnyintiko.
to be around, because these people were having their meetings, consultations, whatever,
Kado nyimo lubrinata.
UN house.
Ibe la kachalu ni nyoje ni bewulu keka UN la korda baleto.
At Cape Point, Bakau.
Membe Cape Point Bakau.
So what we do
Nteleka menke walem.
But at that stage, just a moment, at that stage, while they were at UN House in Bakau, in Cape Point, where was your team based?
Wato la bilito nata fo itata ya mila donke anila nyoje UN no korda bato Bakau Cape Point. Ato la itala kafo nyebe kafo mento alto denum sabateri minto le.
That's what I'm saying. We hung around the corridor of UN house downstairs. In case they need us, we go and collect witnesses for them.
Ntelu katana jele drombe murumuruna bitu dinkilalu toje salo luto bungo kono toje wala na si du masal bato ke batu ni sulata memmen nantelu kono wala menna ilaftanga menke ntel siwuli ngoke.
Very disorganized indeed.
Andu amanke kuti fam men tembeta.
So the base that you had at Kairaba, was it a staging position to go and assist the UN, or that was a factory for the doctoring of diaries?
Fo Allah sabari dinkira nyi Kairaba police station ya sambada mer fo dinkira me aron ko albe sirinjere pour ka Allah ko ke ban fo dinkira me aron ko pour aller
Al tata jele pour ka nyin kayto lu fana ke do ko die dro.
We were not assisting them. To me, we were not assisting the visiting team.
Listen to the question. Maybe it's a bit too long. So, while your team was working at Kairaba, was that to be your base from where you would go and meet UN staff and assist them, or that was just a factory for manufacturing or fabricating evidence?
For alnya na sabati la wolto nong damen to yalan ko alni UN nay molnya na jonyo jela wolto warando fo jele mo alla dingirade damen to yalan ko albe karla nyin kayto nyin dairi la kol be dunna nyoko no wolto ka kibaro bu ni dairi koto ka saudi ndaro ko fo wolto ale o ke wolde.
That was a temporary meeting point to work on the diary.
Otomo wuche bendulalti wato men nyin do ko ke kanyin diary on la karola.
So what do you say to the suggestion that Kairaba was supposed to be the place where you would stay and receive information from the UN, request from the UN, and then you provide the information?
ko anyana sabatila nun kaira bale ning ayatara UN nay mol ni surata Allah wato wati pour kibaro la karola e binal kamala wolto e bal ko son na wolto pour kay kibaro sotal bulu
But I'm not aware.
Mambo kalama.
So while at Kairaba,
wato men albe kairaba
as far as you know,
itala wongoto
did you receive any request from the UN ECOWAS which you actioned?
fete kibar sotole banka bo UNAU la mol bulu me ya lonko anatete la karola ndu yesim faar nya data akor
Possibly, but me personally, I was not aware of any.
Ase keno de barinte kumo mambo kiliwo mambo dodo kalama.
While you were at Kairaba,
wato men na nun kairaba
were you aware of the presence of the international investigations in Gambia?
fo inata na kalamuta ko nyim banta man nyim lundal men na bonana mane men na bonana UNAU la lundal men na la fo ya kalamuta ko be banko kanne ba
I have arrival, but not when I was in Karama.
Wela na moyle de kafoi natale bari woyatara wamanke watu membe kairaba.
So when you finished the diary doctoring tasks at Kairaba,
bring ali diary la nyim kibar soundiro nyim bang kairaba
what happened after that?
munena na ki wokola
Yeah, the visiting UN ECOWAS team arrived.
Kumba borlal nata men buta ECOWAS UN.
Then we were attached to them.
Tumolo yente lakolu ni katandi nyola.
So we were close to the UN house where they were making their consultation.
Bitu yente fanal katandi otembole UN la dinkirato nyojo kakedamen.
So that's what we were doing until they left.
Mbewole tamandi kango nyama hanifo ibota
At what stage, after that, did you have a meeting with any superior officers?
wokola fo itening nyaton ko mi donga sotole ba
Indeed, was.
wakatale.
When was this? Was it before the UN arrived or after the UN arrived?
ninketa wati jumala fo janni EU mol be futala lamba fo janni ifraden kola lamba
What I remember was after the departure of the UN, after they finished their task.
Nda hakilo we muta wole mbirinyi UN EU la mulnata jang UN ECOWAS la mulnata jang biri bandi itari ngolom nyimbew nata ke.
And what was this meeting about?
nyimito ngo nyimuna madalilote
Okay, I was in my office.
Mbena office la kono.
Then I received information from my boss, Ibrahim Drame,
Tumolo ngakibaro soto nuna nyaton ko bulu Ibrahim Drame.
that we should go to the Ministry of Interior.
Kumbe sita minister bulla la memata banko kankunyala.
Then we left and we went to the Ministry of Interior.
Tumolo ntelfona wulita ntata minister bulla la memata banko kankunyala.
And who was in attendance?
wala benu mabere ngo mitik bangoto
The same team, Yankuba Sonko, Crime Management Coordinator.
Ate kafu kilimo Yankuba Sonko, Crime Management Coordinator.
Ibrahim Jim Drame, Director of Operations.
Ibrahim Jim Drame, Director of Operations, NIA.
Malamin Sise, OC Major Crime, Gambia Police Force.
Malamin Sise, OC Major Crimes, Gambia Police.
Numo Kujabi, OC Interpol Police.
Numo Kujabi, OC Interpol Police.
Myself, Aziz Hydara, OC Investigation NIA.
And in the Fonkumo, AZIZ HYDARA, OC Investigation NIA.
We were led to the Minister's office by the Inspector General of Police, Esa Baji Jesus.
Meye mentambita nyato kan samba office ba nyinto wala keta Esa Bajiti atelum IGPT utumo.
And What were the discussions during that meeting?
Yeah, it was a short meeting. The minister just thanked the team.
Minister Kafomolu Jai.
Who was the minister at the time?
Honorable Usman Sonko, Minister of Interior.
Honorable Usman Sonko, atelo Minister Tutumu Memata Banko Kankunyal.
And what did he thank you for?
Because prior to that, we have the news that the Gambia has been exonerated by the investigation of the UN ECOWAS team.
Gambia to Senayandile, UN ECOWAS la kisikisir la lumenunata jam.
About the disappearance of the West African national.
Komen keta mufindula tiji banku dingol la yemangoti jang ako ya Gambia to Senayandi ako kolole.
The Gambia government, I mean.
Walam Gambia man sakundati.
So the minister during the meeting thanked the team for the good job they have done prior to the arrival of this investigation team.
Minister ay kafomolu jay ay numbara pour yedoku kendo menke jal ninyin kiskisir la kafolu be futala banko ka.
Mr. Witness, what did you understand the minister to have been doing when he thanked you for the good job you have done prior to the arrival of the UN ECOWAS team? What was he thanking you for? What was the good job he was thanking you for?
ECOWAS UN la mol be fudala ale do ku kendo menke itela mira lodo atata kal tentu kal jay mun ku kendel bara la ale menke janni wol bina.
Of course, our supervision of the cover up.
Wala mnyinti na kolo samba nyame ngado ko kenya mpuruka nyin ko be nun kamabo.
And what did that cover up entail in the main part?
Oma boro nying ay mune abe kono munni mune be kono ay mune fudi mune ba kono oma boro nying.
That is erasing or omitting all entries regarding the movement of the West African nationals during the period.
Wala mnyinti wato mofindula nyintiliji banku dingu lumenu nata jang ila ko safeta dawoda birino olube bondi kuolu kono amunta na olu bondi kuolu kono nyamin abe amunta la koda ala kwa kamulu dalilo mwoleti odoko menketa.
As far as you know,
Itela londodo.
Was there a doubt in the room as to what you were being congratulated for?
Moy hakili fulo sore jela bay tata kal tendu kal jay ku menna ba bu ngi kono ji.
No, we all knew what he was talking about.
How about Esabaji Jesus? It did not appear that he was in the first meeting at the CMC's office. He was not at Kairaba. Did he know what the minister was congratulating you for, as far as you know?
It is London, Esabaji Jesus. At a month on CMC, the meeting followed and a month on Kairaba Fana. Sila Fati Alon Lebang, the minister Ning, Atarakal Tendukal Jay Mumbara Labang. It is London.
Of course, my understanding is you know very well.
Ndela fahamu roto de wala mnyintiko aya lonne aya fahamu le membe keri.
What would you say to the suggestion that he did not know anything about the cover-up? He did not know anything about the doctoring of the diaries. What would you say to that?
Atama hani londi soto nyimma borota me alonko wala kita ando mallondi soto nyinkuto ko me alonko wala kita nyin diary la fali ngode ka kuma kan bondi diary ko to nyindo ka saundi diary ko to kutamaro.
I have two reasons to believe that he should be our.
Nagali la fula soto kalako abota kalamale.
Tell us.
Afanye.
One, the CMC cannot be involved in such an exercise without the IGP knowing.
Follow, CMC te tarano la nyinyundo ku faso kunna, satara police kunton ko IG mambwa kalama.
And what other point?
Secondly,
Fulanjaw.
during the meeting of the minister's office,
Bemobe ke kantu mena minister office auto.
the IGP also spoke.
IG fangan dia muta jele.
What did he say?
ay munafo at IG
He also thanked us
Afana yen tolu jayi
and advised us
anataiya mari fanan.
that this should be kept secret
Ko insijin ko ke kulloti ngake alkunutoti de.
and emphasized that we should be loyal to our country.
Anga nyim bambandi ko nsi tilin na banko fasa.
And show us that, make us to believe that this is loyalty to our country.
Anga te nyine itandina puruna lako mbe menke ka wonya munta na banko kanole yo sabu.
But in my mind at the time,
Arotumo nte sondo mokono.
I was saying, was this loyalty to our family or to the country?
Mbe mmira ka wona minti nyindu. Ibe yaya jammele fasa kanka ka luafi kalwaye wala ibe banko le fasa kanka lo banko.
Did they say anything about Yaya Jammeh at the meeting?
bendula nyindo fo kuma soro de la ba men fota ya jamela ko to ban bendula
Not that I remember.
Ani hakilo mambula ododo ndina.
Did they say that they would report to Jammeh?
fo ya fola ban ko be na ko nyinta la fanan ka futandi ya jamme ma ba
Oh, sorry, Miss Council. Yes.
What was it that was said?
Council.
muna fota wala ko to
Yes, the minister told us that he was going to talk to the president.
Adu minister nyine fo nyenko. Atabitana le katadi amu president we.
But so that we can be compensated for the job we have done.
Kurinyin kamala isendol fanalu buluma sayi puruna doku kendo menge.
And were there any compensations as far as you know?
jusunya burango dita la ban ila londo ro ban
For my side, I was never aware.
Ndela karola de mambo kala mam femfen malonje.
We understand that soon afterwards Nimo Kujabi became DG NIA.
nganyim fa amle ko tariyare nge ko nyin kero ngo ko la no ku jabi onara na ke DG di nyom kada kordati yoti NIA.
Yes, indeed.
Ha katawala nyam.
Was that compensation?
Omuna de jusu nyabura ya jusu la nyabu wala ba
I may not know, but one can say that.
Ase kente malom bari mo fanan be mirala de mo so fono le de.
Equally, Yankuba Sonko also became Inspector General of Police.
Andu kola fana Yankuba Sonko na take Inspector General to Police.
But Jesus, was he compensated? I don't think he was.
Jesus do
Jesus, I'm not aware of.
Jesus started mambo kalama.
Was this the end of the matter for you with regards to the story of these Ghanaians?
fo nyinam ko lam dadandula de bang nyin ko nyin tamandiro do Ghanaian no la ko ro ite londo men so je
No?
Hani?
What happened afterwards?
mun narna ke o ko la ko tanke
Yes, later I was called again by my director of operation, Drama.
Rol be kola na director na tan kumandi na marta do kolu sambola Ibrahima Jimdarame.
But I should meet him somewhere around Joshua Cemetery.
Ko nsita na e ben dinkirato damembe Joshua mbade ko bala.
I went there, I met them there.
Ntatane taraje.
I found two people around inside the cemetery.
Ngammo fula fanan taraje bade ko fango konoje.
More than tongue, not more fuller.
few people
Mo danta, okay, mo danta.
more than 10 people, I thought, but there were some people, but I cannot remember.
Asiata mo tangotile bari mol bijen hakilo babe mbuta road wrong.
Proceed.
Yeah, this was late in the evening, around Maghrib.
Nyamura randuleti fitiru watu fang.
So when I went out inside, I found him, he informed me that I will be traveling tonight.
Birim futata nate fonga taraje. Ayini kibaro le dinako, wolun suto fonga ntenyanta tamala.
Go where?
Kadaminto.
To go to Ghana.
Nkata Ghana.
For what?
Purumuna.
Because I found exhumation exercise happening at the cemetery.
Kadu natara ibe fure urole la bade ko konoje.
And what role were you to play in this?
I was to join the delegation escorting the bodies to Ghana.
Ntebe kafula kafo molle mamenu be fure ulus dandana ke sambagana.
Those would be remains, not bodies.
Yeah.
And did you participate in that?
Yes, I went.
So how many remains, how many human remains were exhumed?
I knew about this when we arrived in Ghana, that there were 4 bodies.
Mbota kala mabrim futata Ghana ko nani yemenu balatu maluri akatata kanyammo nani lema.
Were they all put in the same container or in separate containers? And by container, I mean either box or coffin.
Let me explain. When I arrived at the cemetery, I saw the grave and I saw these people wrapped in a blue nearby.
Na bade ko je abari nani lijeeye moro nylon blue wala kono.
So I left for Banjul before they removed the remains from the grave.
Ndema na tujede mbota jele kata Banjul jani be nyil foglu fintini la dinko kono.
Because I was informed by my director that I should go to the accountant and collect my per diem.
Katuna director nyine fonye ko nsita na dokula memmarta na flow controller na dokula to ngata na padiem kama je wala benjola menna purunna tamasilo.
And by your director you mean Ibrahim Jim Drame?
And niko ila director atelamu Ibrahim Jim Drame.
Exactly.
What do you say to the suggestion that he does not know or did not know anything about this?
Ite mune soto ebe memfola niya mo iko ko ata mal londi soto waranta manfen kalam da nyun ko nyinto.
I would be surprised.
Why would you be surprised? He has denied all knowledge of this.
Anyway, this is what happened to my knowledge.
Why would you be surprised that he has denied this?
Because this is something that happened.
Would you have been able to travel to Ghana without your director giving you directives?
Ebe silo soto na labanga tama kata Ghana ninga ya tar ila director amansilo dila.
No, I wouldn't be able to go. I cannot check myself.
Hani wotonti tanola katu ni mantombo ya kamudi nanti tanola.
But you are certain that it was him who gave you approval and gave you this information that you should go.
Andu nyisene ate andu yenyi ne sabatindiko atele silo dila puru yeta andu atele kibaro nyin fanandila puru yeta.
Indeed.
akita wanya.
All right. And arrangements were concluded for you to travel, correct?
Kachal to bendita nyoka mpuru yeta ila tamasilol.
Yes.
And who went on the trip? Who else went on the trip?
Jumani juma ila tata wasilola, tamasilo.
The delegation was headed by the then Minister of Health.
What was the person's name?
Todum. O minister member Jara Kendala.
I think it's Maria Tujala, if I'm not mistaken.
Musole ya nyatonka nimanyina atele minister to tumo member Jara Kendala Maria Tujalo wale kafo nyatonka ya ndelo menu tata.
And who else?
Aninjuma.
The then Permanent Secretary, Minister of Foreign Affairs, I forgot the name, but it's Mr. Ture, something Ture.
Utumo memu Permanent Secretary, Minister Bundala, member Gambia ni mbantala banko lutemo, fanandabe kafomu lukono le menu tata, ya nina tato la bara akondomu Ture le Mr. Ture.
Would Maudo ring a bell?
Niyamo Maudo.
Gentleman, tall, black.
Bidu ke finolo lo jango atelem.
Would that be Mr. Maudo Ture?
Mr. Maudo Ture.
I believe so, yes.
Lata la kolem.
I last met him in Sierra Leone. He was either a deputy high commissioner or he was working at the embassy.
Nilabanta jela Sierra Leone le aseke atelemu commissioner no lankoti no wotembo bari labanta jela Sierra Leone le utumo embassy otu.
Real gentleman, that was my former boss.
Yeah, he's a gentleman. He's a very good man.
Yes. And who else?
Aninjuma.
Malamin Sise
Malamin Sise
and myself.
and Indefang.
So how did you travel to Ghana?
Silang altama da nyari le kata Ghana bangoka.
Yeah, we very uncomfortable.
Na tamu nya katata sila kolen netide. Man solo ya.
Tell us about
They
it.
put us in a plane.
Yembulandi kuntila le kono.
What?
Never cargo plane shut us.
Kuntila membe ko bagasi sambara o men kanyi marchandise lu samba yembulandi ole kono.
That sounds very much like UN travel.
Yes, exactly. You sit like you are in a helicopter.
Ni be sile e kasile ko ni misal kam akakele ko ni be helicopter le kono.
It's like a military flight.
Abe kono ko don ko sojaro la helicopter.
And very uncomfortable, you said. And you flew to where?
Altida kata bindo.
We flew to Accra.
Ndata Accra.
We arrived very late in the night because it took many hours.
Mvulana suto bale katu meta silo come back.
Banjul to Accra should be on average 2 hours. 4.
Yeah, but
4 hours. Banjul to Accra, 4 hours.
Kamu banjul kata Accra mondro wati nani bari sedo ko telephone lo meta ila meo tambita wati nanu lale.
Should be 4 hours. Yes. And what happened when you arrived in Accra?
Menena na ke bringal frata Accra Ghana bango kam.
Yes, when we arrived in Accra, we found it was like the airport was organized for our arrival.
Abeko parendiro lukentelu koma le kuluntila jidula toje pour kantelu bentu.
What kind of preparation was that?
Parendire sifanya di yemen kal koma je janal bifutala.
We found tens of journalists and other people around.
Na mo jama le je journalist lu kibar talalu mo jama anim mo jamalu kotano.
So when we arrived, we just went straight into the whatever was the terminal room or whatever. We went inside.
Bilindal futata drone minim manke bitun dunta fojelo terminal to bam fo bum nyaadi lam bum bunam bang barintel dundunta kono to bula kono to mo.
Because what happened was, interestingly, the whole team.
Katumuni natake ninketa solo tintel kafo mulbe.
Or the delegation, none of us were aware of what happened about this migrant issue.
Katundel momondi mo manku fahamu o uday molla o kolto.
Because at the time, I did not know that Malawi Sise was one time in 2005 part of this investigation at the time.
Kato hani Malawi Sise memben kono. Malo nung ko ate fo tarta kisikisir ka fo kono le nung 2005 wato men ko nyin keta.
Because in 2005, when this was happening, I was in Darfur.
Kato 2005 nyin ko fo be kala Gambia kan banko kan tumo men. Wala ran tebe Darfur.
And the Minister of Health, the head of delegation, from my observation, it seems he did not know much about this issue of migrants.
And the Minister men famata jara kende ala ate fanan na korosiro ni hakil toto akitale ko ate fanan man fen lo nyi uda ila la koto.
So immediately what I did was I spoke to Mr. Ture.
Between jaga men ko noto drong wole mu ndia mu Mr. Ture.
You know, I advised him to talk to the minister, not to talk to the journalist.
Na ya mari nkai dia mu minister bari kana dia mu nyin kibar talali.
Because the minister, I believe, did not know much about it, and she was very uncomfortable.
Katu ngalon ko minister amang kibar sare lo nyin koto andung akata ye de woti wotembo.
So we went inside. She agreed and she did not talk to any journalist.
Betun asonta amandi amu journalist ye betun dun takono to nyalen tata si.
So they took us to a hotel. The following day we went to the Foreign Affairs Ministry.
Uju kolalo yin samba na hotelol to betun asamo utumolo yin samba minister bundala men fana be gana ni bandala banko lutema.
But when you disembarked at the airport, were you officially received by the Ghanaian counterparts?
But bring al furata al fal jita kuluntila nyin kono fo
Kulutila
jidla do fo Ghana mansa kundara do kula mul fo yal bendun na ba.
Yes, they did.
Ha yembentun jele.
Who?
Juma
Maybe I cannot remember who exactly, but I don't think the minister was there. But the Foreign Affairs Ministry staff were there.
Asiken hakilo tamuta la kende ke jumalo minister de omanna bari minister bundala do kulalu membe gana ni bandala banko lutema hulunatale.
Was there any incident at the airport?
kusoro ndala menke da airport o kuluntila jila to jeba.
There was an incident, but it was at the Foreign Affairs Ministry.
Ku ketale de bari o keta minister bundala membe nim bandala banko lutema.
So that was the next day, was it?
O keta o samol la fo.
Yes.
Ah o keta o samole.
Could you tell us about it?
Wese kuma fo no nyo ko ba menke da je wo samo.
Yes, we went to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Ndara minister bundala membe gana ni bandala banko lutema.
Then the minister, who is the current president,
Wotumo memu ila minister ti membe nim bantala banko lutema bitilo wala president Ghana banko kan.
when the minister spoke to him and they told him that we brought in 4 dead bodies.
Birin na minister dia mutate fanaye wotembo ay nyinki baro dia lako na motolle nati mentata kanyang hanfo monani nyon.
Then the Ghanaian foreign minister said they were not going to accept this forgery.
Bitu Ghana la minister membe ni bantala banko lutema ay memfolo nyinti kwa kwetelte o moto nano lutala.
Why?
Muna yo sabu ayofo.
Yes, we were very confused too, because they said the government of the Gambia just told them that there are 2 Ghanaian bodies.
Akitandol fanale jakalo ultile katu iteluko Gambia man sakunda memfoye welem drone moto fula drone ne betelubulu.
But how is that the case when in 2005 Gambia government had accepted that 8 Ghanaians were killed?
Sa oba keno na nyade le 2005 sang kono Gambia man sakunda sonda ko Ghanaian banku din sei yole fa.
No, the Gambia government, I believe, accepted that they found 8 bodies, but they did not ascertain that there were only 8 are Ghanaians.
Gambia man sakunda ntila faham rodo sondanyina lako fure sai wosotontale bari memman saha wole nyindi ka foko foy be mu ganan ko leti.
I do believe that Gambia government had accepted that the 8 bodies that were found near Ghana town were Ghanaians.
Lafta lala nyindala ko Gambia masakundale isontale ofuro ese yo men jeta Ghana town dala isontale ko Ghanaian bank Ghana banko dingo mollen lafta lala wala.
Because that was my belief, because I did not understand the confusion. Why they say 2 bodies? Then the minister said we have to go back with our 4 bodies.
Wala ketan defana jakano ti dem ma faham kadu minister ko eteli kibaro men suto wolem ko molu men benara moto fula ibewolle natila pamanke naniti so wala na minister falan ko ton tel ninna niwo moto lu menu nata je mo na lolu nie sai.
Were you personally in the meeting or was this reported to you?
Fede fon kunde mo be o beldula nyintelo bam fo ina na ko nyimbole yale baka fo e.
We were all present.
Mbele be maberi.
And in the end, what happened?
There were negotiations and they were insisting because the Ghana authorities said, how will they know that these are Ghanaians?
Ibe balandin ne akwo meta dia mo keta katu Ghana ko be balandin ne ko itelu balo no la nyadi le koto nyato nyanyi mu Ghana ko leti.
When there were 44 something, if I can remember, he said 44 families waiting for their bodies. Are they going to give these bodies to?
And ning hakilo bakang Ghana ko leti lakaroko itile nyin kibaru le solo ko fure tanani ni nani wolle be Gambia jan so sila nyim tolu melu nata teng ibe odila juma ni juma nyelela.
No, they said 44 families waiting for their remains.
Dimbaya lu membe batulola tatakanya dimbaya tanani ni nani wolle bela mulu batukan.
So if we bring in 4, who are they going to keep it?
Sai nita ni nani doron nata ibe odila juma nyelela.
And if they are to do DNA tests, they have to do it overseas.
Adun ning kotoboro be kala pour ka faham nyimari ni jumanyo le denta tubabul ka fameye DNA test wobita kala banko e bantalale.
So they were just making it difficult for the negotiators.
Betwode ya kolu nyil koleyandi le bake dia mo nyimbe ke kantu momen.
So we went back hotel.
Betwode kola lon tel nata muru katanna hotelol to
without agreement.
Kambe mansoto.
And in the meantime, where were the remains?
We did not even see them. Maybe they took them to the mortuary or a safer place.
Meje de ntelma nije asake ye samba fure bumoto wala ye samba dinkirato isitanka dami.
From when you arrived at the airport, who took custody of the cargo?
Bring altara fal fure da kuluntila jidla jumale nyim kuluntila nyinna kolta.
You didn't see the body?
I did not see.
In what kind of container did you guys put them?
I never see them.
Okay, all right. So what happened the next day?
That very day, later in the day, we received information that the Ghanaians have accepted the body.
Nata kibaro sotoko Ghana ko nata sonne pour kanyum fure toluta.
Because even during that time at the hotel, we were talking about organizing a coffin to return the remains.
Kato anintel bedamen hotel to dumo mbe kacha kampuru mbe kerawlu fere la nyamin pour kanyum fure wulu murundinang.
But in the end, what happened?
In the end, they accepted the body.
Kola bandula inata sonne pour ka moto luta.
And what happened next to the delegation?
Then we returned with the next available flight.
After how long?
I think 2 days, the third day we come back.
Na mera tilifula le mumbe mole kije tilisabanja monsetana.
But back to the main issue. You have made a serious allegation against very senior officers in government. Are you absolutely certain, absolutely sure that your purpose at Kairaba station was to doctor diaries and that Yankuba Sonko and Ibrahim Jim Drame, among others, were present and supervised this activity?
Ilata nyinna ko ando asane ati ma ko al dalilo menti Kairaba police station do wala munti ko ka diary ta ka kuma ko bondi diary ko to ka sawni diary kutama nyinto and woku ko ko nyimbe kala wato menna Yankuba Sonko honorable anin Ibrahim Jim Drame afana ibebe maberi njani modo ko tamul ibebe maberi njele ilafti iya wala fo ba hanin kabi.
Indeed, that's my testimony.
Wala mun nasere yarote.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. I have no further questions for the witness.
Thank you, Counsel, and thank you, Mr. Hydara, for your testimony.
Yamanko inumbarabake Counsel inumbarabake Mr. Hydara ila seda ndirodo.
Before I turn to the commissioners, I have just one point that I want you to clarify.
Janimbe nyati na commissioner ning ayatara moye nyini karo soto ye fanna kilimbe mbulu jamme alon ko lafta yewol to sene yandinye.
Is it your testimony that at no point
Nina mwila seda ndirodo wati mansoro
did you see any remains from Joshua, the airport, to Ghana, and subsequently when the cargo was handed over to the Ghanaians?
Kabo Joshua Njang kata fo airport of kata fale futafa Ghana imang hani fure kilinje Ghana allo silo nyimbe kono imang nyama lo hani fure kilinkang.
Not for remains.
Remains.
Just want to be sure that it was remains that you escorted them to Ghana and not a cargo of green mangoes.
Hadama dingo bala tol lang yolle ali wolle tambin ali samba Ghana bango amang kenyindi ko kune wolle men yalon ko du dolle le beje. Nura jamba kerol.
Okay. Can I go ahead?
Please go ahead.
Tentang, yeah.
The only time I can say I saw the remains.
Silo mente sa fono ko ngani moto lu jele
Was at the Joshua cemetery.
Wole Joshua mbade koto.
When the exhumation was happening,
Watu mebe ni moto lu findindi kan dinkolu kono.
that's the time I arrived.
Watu le ndefuta taji.
So I saw them in a blue nylon bag before they are removed from the hole.
Naje be nylon kaiti ko be blue ringulu kono jani be bondila dinkolu kono.
So I did not physically see their bodies or see how many remains were there.
Men ibala jato luje aduma ajeno fanankafo jelle bijang.
So it was a plastic bags, blue plastic bag, sorry, that you had seen, not the remains.
Yes.
Even at the Joshua cemetery.
Exactly.
Ha, Willem.
Thank you. Commissioners, if you have any, yes, Commissioner Jones, you have the floor, please.
Commissioner Jones, left a
Thank you very much, Chairman, and thank you, Mr. Hydara, for your testimony. Regarding the exercise at Karaba Police Station, when you had to transcribe the names to another diary. Were members of the task force themselves the ones who were doing the transfer Did you identify other individuals to
for any kafo movement tombonting in task force for it will find the Taraka Yinkebon for it will find a model tombo men Taraka do wokeva.
Yeah, there are young police officers assigned to assist, but some of the task force members also were doing it.
Ye police funding kewlu dumalankolu dolu tombol ne menu na tam makoy bari task force fawnin kono modolu fanale bije menu fana do koke.
Thank you for that. And now to the Joshua Cemetery regarding the exhumation of the bodies. You have indicated that what you saw were what looked like bodies in blue nylon bags.
Ya itandi janko ye minyalo ta menga ite menje mulunte fele ko meme musu buluno nyinkono ko mul tollam adama dingo tollam.
Did the bags look relatively new to you, or did it look like things that have been buried for a long time?
Fo musol ni nelo musol ni birinyalo ranka mulunte fele ko musu kutol dem bam fo mulunte fele ko musol le myalon ko ye ni badele ke baya mulundala musol nyimba.
You know, before the nylons decompose will take some time.
Yalo ninga ato nylon be yamin janni be tolila abe wati talale.
So and the weather also, it was almost Maghrib, as I said, a bit dark.
And in Koafunu Yami water, and in Fitir Wato Lebenta, Dibinding Bedunding.
But the nylons look intact.
But in Nylon, better in the Fembankela.
Okay, thank you. I'm not sure how much you were able to see, but usually the graves do have tombstones. Did you see like any tombstones laying around, or do you believe these to have been unmarked graves?
Yalo nim bade oketa eka taman sero luke bade ko lutole. Fo taman sero lu soton taliban wala fodu woldodo man soto wato men ite futataji.
I didn't see any mark exactly on that grave. But if you start, but if you stand facing the east, on your left, you can see the next grave was like decorated with a cement, rectangular cement tape.
Jede mam marke je wala taman serje o kaburo luto bari ni misal kam maylo ta yenya tilin tilibola mara karola e kaje ko bade ko lumen bije yelu be dadale ye cement block ye dada cement wala ko e ka bade ko dolu dada nyamen.
Is it correct to assume that these bodies were exhumed from random graves of other individuals?
Fo mosinyum fono le bang ko ye nying furelu wuri dinkol le koloten drone telier menu tombong.
No, I didn't believe that.
Hani malla wala.
Can you please speak further on that? What you mean by you didn't believe that?
Isitente yeo to seneyandi nyamuna na imalla ala wanya.
Yes, because I believe if they were going to tamper with other graves,
Lata la konata ibita kaburdo lumala.
It will, the body or the remains wouldn't appear as it was.
Between ye melu wuri wonya ibenyamen to te muluna wonya.
Because nobody will bury his family or grave or remains like in a blue nylon bag.
Kadu momon dinte kaf soton sonnante lajang katela fureo bade nylon kaitu buluri wokono.
That still leaves a lot of questions unanswered, but I'll move on. You said there were about 10 people present at the cemetery upon your arrival. Is that correct?
Yeah, I just estimated what.
Okay, other than Mr. Jim Drame, did you recognize anyone else that was present, or do you remember anyone else that was present?
Mr. Jim Drame kola, foi hakilo sa mutale, mo dolu menu ma beta je isi long wala hakilo si tolu muta.
I cannot remember, but maybe some of the members of the support team will be there.
hakilo ma be mutade bari ase keno support team ni wala mako la ka fo modu do betar la jele.
Is that an assumption, seeing as you can't remember anyone?
Wodu ila miro da manno woti ba wai ko hakilo te mo mutan wala fo.
I cannot remember who among them were present.
Hakilo ta mutan wala itel kono jumale bije.
Okay.
But I didn't stay long there. I just went and received instructions or what.
Katu ndema mejede birim futata je na ke badi amutanye drone ntebota je ntata.
Okay, and my final question.
Nanyi ninkar la baba.
Before leaving for Ghana,
Jannale be bolo jankata Ghana.
along with the other 3 dignitaries you traveled with,
Ini nyatonga saba kote ngolu menu ni menu tata nyola.
did you receive any briefing as to the purpose of your trip or what you were expected to do whilst in Ghana?
Fodo mo soton tele mendi amutali ka lasilo dalilo faliye wala ka faliye nali futata Ghana ali nyante nyine kala wala nyine be kala fo kata ba.
Very good question. Interesting.
Nyine kar kende ba meye solo soto.
But that never happened.
Baru ne manke.
And maybe just to ask a final one, did you have to do a debriefing upon your return back to Gambia?
Se kilila kan kota ke birali setanan Gambia foka chana ta kele ko kali Allah silo Kenya kasata.
Maybe individually to our respective institutions. I must brief my boss. I don't know the order.
Asekade monu kilina lumenu tata ibe kilina dia mutela nyaton ko liyenne. Ye barinte de ninna nyaton ko dia mutale.
But there was none done collectively as a team, either before or upon your return?
Bari amanke ko albesi tanyo kandula kilin kakacha janaleta alifanan almururan nin funan fanan alimambem purkasi ka kacha fasonke.
No, never.
Hani wonene manke.
Okay, thank you very much.
Akoy numbara.
And you wouldn't know if the Minister of Health who led the delegation briefed the President, Jame.
For andu ite bola nyin kala mafananko minister men mata jara kene ala alnim men tata nyola fo asekeno le atafanan nari no adiyamta ya Jammeh fo isi ku kala muta otoban.
I wouldn't know that.
Hani tewlon na mawolon.
Thank you.
Number.
Deputy Chair, you have the floor.
Chair Sirantio no ankole kenyin ka.
Thank you, Chair.
Akoy numbara Chair.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, witness.
Ko inumbara council esa ako sedo fanang inumbara.
I don't know if the Honorable Minister did brief the President.
Malo for Honorable Minister kachata President way.
But I know for a fact that she was present at the exhumations.
Bari nalong ko ama betale o dinkasingo to be frewlu bondila tumume.
Because it was on public television.
Kato afindita Gambia television otole.
Now coming to my questions.
Bari kanan nanyinin ka role la.
This is really in connection with institutional reforms.
Yimbeden din kuole la menu nyanta kela falimoti men nyanta kela duku bundalla.
How would you describe
Ite men satala nyadile
what you were teaching those junior officers that you asked to, how do you call it, to falsify the books?
Albewo funding kewlu karandi kamunela. Aliko meni ya lonko ye falindi oke safero lula meni ya lonko wolebe wo diary olubala wo buko olubala. Alibe karandi kamunela.
Very unfortunate situation.
Aketa koma saibality.
Unprofessional, unethical.
Anin sarto manta, anin doko no fana manta, anin doko la lanyalu fana manta.
Even the young officers will know that.
Hani wo funding ke doko la fawli yolone.
It's just unfortunate. It shouldn't have happened.
Aketa kukeja woti drong amanyan kela numfreng.
So in a sense, what you were doing was corrupting these young officers.
Oto mosafo ko albemen ke kan wala munyim funding ke ulu ke dundina karoto ke bulad na karido ko wala
whom you should have trained,
alinyanta menu karandila nun
as you have said in your own words, to be ethical
ko te fa ya fa la kuma kan to nyamen ka tiling do ko la karola
and moral,
anin ka hakili nyimma dundi do ko to
the execution of their duties.
Ni be do ku kela.
And looking at the roll call of the people that were on that support team,
Ni aju be tolu menu fota meni alonko wolle keta o mako la kafo moluti.
these were senior people
Ni munyaton kolleti.
who were responsible for stopping criminal activity in the country.
Meni alonko etelado ko mumenti mun banko kan wolem ka kuruya ko lu kele ke turo fa banko kan.
Yet you were engaged in massive falsification of evidence.
Bari inata muneke ye dabula tapale ya kule to me ya lonko. Sede sotoringo membe kering inata wole taka yelemandi ka tilimbali ya kije ka ketapale kuote ka ulu filindi.
Which was designed not only to mislead the Gambian people,
Me ya lonko ya kenyene kama amanke nyindammanti de ka Gambian ko ulu filindi de.
but important strategic partners like ECOWAS and the and was it the United Nations or the EU?
Bari amanke Gambia dammanti de bari kan kafunyolu ndenyo malu. Menu keta Gambia fe banku kuma baluti anin kafu kuma balu ko menu beko United Nations anin ECOWAS kawulu fanalu filindi.
What do you have to say to that, Mr.
Say ibe mune fulauto Mr. Hydara.
Yeah, as I said, it's just unfortunate.
Kuma funu nyamindro kukeja uba.
You know, as you said, I agree with you totally.
Kwa funu msonte na kumola.
Thank you.
It should not have happened, and we have no choice at the time. The only choice I have was just to
Amanya na kelanu.
withdraw and resign.
Amanya na kelanu andu mtesi silo mentanu wala mnyinti dron ka tamandi wala kandaboje.
But there must be somebody also to witness such things so that such a day that we should be able to witness this and narrate it.
Yo bari bidon fanan anyinyatale. Mo yetaraje yemabe akwokono katu mo sinyi mira ko nyinyol lungu te bayela lumme sayin kandirobe kala ko membe ko binyol lungu.
Imam C, you have the floor.
Imam C lafte yunin kala.
Jërëjëf Haydara.
Ko numbara Haydara.
Sa sédé Abu Sed.
You're welcome.
La sédé kendo kan.
Man li balay laaj mooy yéen avion bi ngeen demoon.
What I'm asking you about is the plane that took you to Ghana.
Nga ne ko cargo la pak kese la.
You said that it was just like a cargo plane.
Léegi yéen ak néew yi yéen nekkoon benn place.
Were you seated in the same area or in the same place on board the plane with those remains?
Not exactly.
Ne kunchimbe na place bi de ci biir plane bi.
Ci biir plane bi itam gisuloo néew yi seetuloo leen foofu itam. Gisoo leen bi ñu koy dugal wala bi ñu koy génnee wala gisuloo ci dara ci biir plane bi.
On board the plane also, didn't you see any of these remains or whatever, where you just sat down there and you were not able to see any of these remains on board the plane?
No, when it is being taken on board, I did not see.
Benko dugal si plane bi gisuma.
And I cannot remember seeing the bodies whilst I was seated inside. I cannot remember exactly. It's possible, but I cannot remember.
Munuma fatale ko pour wax ne gis na niw yi bi nekké ci biir plane bi xëy na mun na am waaye daal suma xel jëlu ko munuma ko fatale ko. Thank you.
Do you know if the boxes containing the remains were put in a cargo bay, or in the cargo bay of this plane?
For hakilo sa mutako wo motolu be kunewlu menu kono walla be kerawlu menu kono yeke kuluntila la duni sambaran dinkirale to bang.
No, we didn't know. I didn't know.
Hani maw fanan long.
I have no idea about how the movement of this remains.
Ning motolu fretolu men yalon ko e sambaten idundinya isambanya ila ko kalanta nyonya ndinya mam femfel lonje.
Nothing look organized during the process.
Akobe tamandi wato femfem manke kuti men tembeta je wala men mosafo no nyinketa nyamale.
Thank you. Bishop, you have the floor.
Thank you, Chairman.
Commissioner Odiko, welcome in.
Mr. AZIZ
Hydara.
Mr. AZIZ HYDARA.
Sedo.
Do you know what happened to the old diaries?
Oyalo na muna kita nyin diary koto nyin naba.
No, I did not.
Hani malonde. According to?
I did not get, there was a...
No, I did not know about it. Maybe the police should be able to say something about that.
Man fen longa kuoto bari asekeno police olu sikuma fono otole.
Now, concerning the remains that were exhumed from the Joshua Cemetery,
Sinang kasuji ning bala yomol menguri itol ning Joshua na bade koro.
which of the cemeteries were they exhumed from?
Ye bade ko jumale to.
Ye wuri
bade ko jumale to.
You know, when going to Banjul,
Nibita kam Banjul
on the right,
buluba karola.
just opposite the road to Tikemoto.
Silo men tata tike motos wo silo fango anyatili nyala je ay karadola.
So when you done right going to the cemetery,
Ni sota buluba karola kay tilim bade kola.
the main entrance to the cemetery,
Bunda ba mem fonketa bade kola bunda ba fangoti.
yes, you go straight inside.
Ye ikadun jele ye tilin na kata konoto.
So that's the place. I don't know exactly the position. I will not be able to remember, but that's the place.
Bari akata wala nyama hakino tabe muto no la de alun ka sute ko janni janne hani bari ko ngafote nyame o dinkira abe nyale.
So there are two cemeteries in Joshua.
Yalong bade ko fula wala be Joshua.
You have the Muslim cemetery and you have the Christian cemetery.
Yala ye muslimol la bade ko soro la anu yana na Christian ol fana na bade ko soro.
So which of these two cemeteries were the bodies exhumed from?
Sila nyim bade ko fulol nyinyi ye bade ko jumala nyim fulol wurita damendo.
I don't know the difference, the separation there. I'm not familiar with that one. Which one is the Christian one and the Muslim?
Koto de man ko mabake Christian ni muslimol la bade ko mumenti mango fa ambake. Bari sedo fana nyinin karo ke fo. Christian la bade ko minto ma fanete ani muslimol la bade ko be minto ma fanne.
Well, the Muslim one is the one immediately as you turn into the road, and it's on your left-hand side.
Muslimol ta wala ni tourner da don kasilo nyimuta abe marakaro.
And the Christian one is further down.
Ni boda muslimol ta to ikatambi ita Christian ol ta to abe nyaro.
So they are all in the same fence, you mean?
So amunta bebe sansan kilimule kono.
No, there is a demarcation.
Ani bantambilo bete male. Ane bete male.
I may not know anything.
Asekante o fahamu wala.
Thank you. Commissioner Carr, followed by Commissioner Kinte, followed by Imam Jallo.
Commissioner Carr wala fana dafti inyininkala sedo.
Thank you, Chairman.
Kai inimbara kiyaman.
Thank you, Mr. Hydara, for your testimony.
Inimbara Mr. Hydara ila seda ndilo fana.
What I want to know is, how did the negotiations with the Ghana government end?
Sila ntilafta kamello wala nyintiko kachanyin labanta nyadile ning Ghana mansakunda temo.
First of all, I congratulate you for graduation.
Fulo mbe kontona ila karango bangome yake ya makama take.
Thank you.
The Ghanaian negotiation they end up accepting the body.
Kacha nyim keta nyamin Ghana, ila banta sonna le ye motolu nyilita.
Who gave you the negotiation points from the Gambian side?
Gambia la fanna la jumale silul tandala pour kacha nyingal belala nyame.
No, you know, the issue just happened on the ground, and, you know, they were talking to them to accept the bodies. That was all. They just rejected the bodies, and the Gambian side was trying to convince them to take the bodies.
Akadanya wala mdolon dia mole katanya nkarafulo tema. Kado Ghana nkolo itelufu ibalanta le kuwa fulo dulato. Yo barbitu na Gambia karo fanan imbol fanaluman ko tutu la wanyai kantinete le kadiamu ini Ghana nkolo diamu kono kacha kono birin kuota ta fameta utumo le Ghana nkolo nata song purka nyim moto luta.
The incident and the negotiation just happened automatically.
Kwenye mfao ketanya min anila o sika kacha abebula tanyolo manedwa ketale kwa akeke tanyolo nyame.
And what do you have to tell the victims about your role in the cover-up?
Sinang ite muna sarabi mang fola mola men dunda inkole yako na ila mola ite be ite baro menke je pour ka ko nyinta ka mabo ite muna sarabi mang fola.
Regrettable indeed.
Akata Minnesota
to be part of such efforts or
pour katara nyinyo ku façon lu kono nyin ke bara façon
but we decided to continue and stay and witness it also.
Bari msonta pour ka continuer principal CDA.
Because my withdrawal at the time wouldn't make any difference.
Kato tembo hanninte nganda boje num fanan wote ko kundim falin laje.
But today it can make difference by saying the truth.
Bari bi imaje ay kolu falin katu wolem nyinti ka lo kato nyafo mbeto nyamem fo kanteng we kolu falinde.
Because at the time the only thing I can do was to resign or withdraw.
Kato tembo nsimen keno dron wala ngana palaso sayindi ngam fanyo do kola wala nganda bondi ko nyim fo mu me kono bari manna okay.
But taking into consideration the Ministry of Interior,
bari niye kolu be kono jube minister bundame marta banko kan kunyalula.
The Inspector General of Police, the Director General of NIA,
Police la kunton ko NIA la kunton ko
we are all aware of such an exercise.
wolu bebota kalamale membe ke kanu.
So even if I withdraw, we wouldn't stop the thing happening.
Woto hanninte nganda bondi je nu wote kolu bayila de.
So I think I made a decision to witness this and see the end of it.
Wala na ngakangota ko mbe continue le ngin ko no masata hanfo ngadandulaje.
But I would like to apologize if my actions or my things have in any way done anything wrong. I would have to apologize to all the victims.
Bari nake baro kan mbe bolo sayo nyininna molu bulu men yalon ko leketa moluti mantoro lata men kan walla ibadi ngolu nin ayatra misal kama ngamen ke kason katara ko nyin kono nata take ko kundinti men keta ku ke baloti woto mbe yamfo danila.
Thank you. My final question is, how do you prevent something like this from happening again? That is one of our key mandates.
Ita ba keno na nyade ko nyinku jawsifa nyong anyon kana ke kotanke wala muntolla do ko kono kilinti abe kono surtout na sandoni.
Very good.
Abetata.
I think we should be ready to produce good leaders.
Namira nyantam parelale pour ka nyaton ka kendolu nyinin.
And build strong institutions.
Nado kubunda kendolu londi.
There should be rules and regulations that should be able to guide and protect the leaders.
Sartolu nyantatar la kerine melu mutaram buloluti men ya lon ko nyaton ko lu be ko kundin kela ibe bulala wo sartol le noma menu be ko bule nyoto.
The fate of the leaders should not rest on one man's hand.
Amunta no nyaton ko lu amunta ila ko Kenya manya natarla mo kilimo bulokono.
If the leader fears his employer, then he does so too.
Nin nyaton ko silata mola meyata do kola awuta be wala kan tamandira.
If the president is a dictator, then all the institutional leaders will be dictators.
Nin president ko tajire nyaton koti oto do ku bulla nyaton ko fana le tan law silakini mo kan.
He is going to enforce the same rules on his subordinates.
Kato ado kan kilimo le tamandila umolu kampuriye bara atela kumaka ngulula men yalon koy batele koto do kola.
We should educate and train our staff very well.
Nyantal na do kulalu karandila le ne fahamundi kende ke yalon men bakeri.
Thank you very much for your testimony and thanks for answering my questions.
Numbara bake la seda ndiro randungi numbara baka fana mpure na nyini karol jabi nyame. Commissioner Kinti la bine nyini kala sinan sedo.
Assalamu alaikum.
Koy salamu alaikum ay konton.
Wa alaikum salam.
Aziz me konton na bake.
Aziz, I greet you.
Be nakum nyininka diam follow bita Mustafa la kumole jansaka.
Well, what I'm going to say is going to be an addition to what Mustafa has said.
Na kala muta ko Gambia mansakunda dollar wuli kemelulu di Ghana mansakundala.
We understand that the Gambia government gave $500,000 to the Ghana government. Is it thousand or million?
No, I don't know. 500,000.
500,000 US dollars.
500,000 US dollars. Dollar wuli kemelulu.
Lafte menyinin kala wala mufo alni wokodo tata kome hana fanganta au jarama barana kaito tata nyola bang waran biring diamul be balandi nyoy be kontinding watolem kodo nyal walinje puruka Ghana mansakunda mane ne sabarola fomun foy fellongor.
Well, I don't know whether you are aware, did you go along with that money, even if it is going to be in cash or it is going to be in a check form, did you go along with that money? Or was it afterwards, during the negotiations, was this money sent to you in Ghana? Whether you know anything about it?
I did not know anything about that money. I think I heard about that after our visit.
No kodo kibaro muin na kumpaboro fongo kolalem.
You see, our district, it was not organized.
Kadun na nyinta silo fongo amanka kuti ya men tembendi anyama de.
As Commissioner Jones has asked, before we went, there was no briefing and there was no debriefing too.
Ko Commissioner Jones ya nyinin ka nyami mbitatu momena imanteli kachandi felfenna adum brin saytanam fanan anyon kacha fanan manke.
We did not meet as a team or as a delegation and organize ourselves and know the essence of our mission. We didn't even know.
Katu brin hani janinga ta kafonga ben kafo molu nganyo fahamundi kana silo dalilo kacha kakubo nyoto wafo manke ndel fongo amunta ndel finginde mal tata.
Yo na nyinin karo bunda bedame mfamato.
The main part of my question is,
When House.
When these visitors were at the UN House,
Equal to bed and down la manjam for Fankanta Kamani Sulata Allah Makoiro la Dame Bao Yalto Londi Welcome Purka Bulumuto Kanim Makoiro.
You said you were moving around there in the corridors and in some rooms downstairs. You were there near them so that whatever they need, or if they need you, or if they want you people to facilitate something for them, they can call upon you.
Yeah, left in Karo Kela Sinya Jelle Nunali Ki Atul Ki Kaitolu Kamma Pura Kaitolu Nyanta Sene and the Rokelalie near Oke Jumale Dabula Tawoto.
What I want to ask about is, how many times did these people send you to get them documents that will show them something, and if that has taken place, who were also involved in producing or working on those documents with these visitors?
To answer your question, I was not aware of any request, personally.
Kabo kela nyininkaro jabi, nyilu ka foye fenkanin tolu bulu, mambwa hana kilimu kalama.
What I do believe is they have a contact person among the group. Who they will contact whenever they need anything. And this could be one of my seniors in the group.
Adunyi sekeno mo kilintin tel kafo mo kono meni alonko wolle mun to lakke baluti.
Because witnesses are provided.
Katu ka sedo lu bondi. Me ka menu sambe kan.
Without us going for the witnesses.
Adunyi ibuka hanin to lu ki pour na tawo sedo lu noma.
And if they have requested for any diaries and diaries are produced, I'm not aware too.
Adu nafra ya nyinkanin purka diary oluje. Andu misali kama inata o diary olu samba nyiliyenne. Ha, utonte kunyo mambo akalama.
Or maybe they have been contacting the police directly and the police are producing the police. Because most of the witnesses are police officers. So they are producing the police without our consent.
As a keno fanang, itele nim police le kanyo moi ikantelu tuje. Katu sedo jama bijo mu police leti woto ase keno ni wala police le kanyo moy itel suna tamel na woluka adito la bari ibkantel dabula je mambo akalama
min de jakal wala mi ko yal tolle londi yalla do ko be al bonda alla do ko daldo o do ko dalbe ko marende etela lodula asa head of investigation at NIA and mo ko tamulu albe nasi albe yuru yara la UN house dandamola nyin kamma ko al nyanta min mako la fengol le kaytol karin sulata ayna mo karin sulata ayna ol be kana tol be ka fen kala mutaje o jakal wala.
This is really amazing, to remove you people from your jobs, from your offices, so that you can go and be contact persons for these investigators. They take you to the UN house, and now you people are just there loitering like that. In case, if the reason for your being there was, if they need any document, they will request it from you. If they want to see any witness, they will ask you people to go and bring that witness. But you just stayed there like that, without anything like that happening. Well, that's really amazing.
Indeed. Thank you very much, Mr. Kinte.
Ode aketawale nyama to nyabari ini barabake Mr. Kinte.
You know, I will tell you one thing. There was no need for even that support team.
Ndakuma kilim fule. Haninte lukafo molu menu yentom bong. Amang jari amang asulo mental caring. Amanyanga kelamu.
I haven't seen any necessity for such a team.
Kafuntaman dalila wo dalila je purka wo kafu fasongo londi.
The investigators will need witnesses.
Kisi lalu menu nata. Ebe sola la sedo lulale.
If the witnesses are police officers, the police command can produce this for them.
Ning ayata na sedo lu dumu police leti. Police lu kunton kolu sio sedo lu bondi no le kadi ni ka futandi ni lunda uluma.
And if these are diaries, they can bring the diaries for them, or the team can even go to the various police stations to see the diaries themselves.
Adunia ayata isulata diary olela. O kaito lukulu kasafe menu bala police korda luto. Police olu nyanda o diary oleta la kasamba nyi lunta uliye, wala lunta olu famu kisi lalu ye uliye ta police station oluto, ka o diary olu kaningi ya itandila je.
I don't see the need for the group.
Mandalila o dalila je nyinka folundi menkama.
If I was the Director General of NIA at the time, I wouldn't send my staff there.
Nintela mukuntioti no NIA Director General ntena do kula fonkila je.
To nyane ntenga menje wala mnyinde ko nafa bala le nafa membala wala ntapale kuwa men ibaton mumpuru aliaje ko alkaje ko ñunu ñanta dawda falinna ya be falin kula tembeta wo jorango be larim aparere mo wala atine allonde ñindo kay o mumol ñama sansamdirol te doron kata yuru yaraje.
Yeah, just being there was just for you people to be around there just like that. But the reason for forming that support team also is they wanted you to falsify those documents, those diaries. That was their main reason. So that is good to them, so that they can cover up themselves. The reason for you being there is to do that job for them, so that when these investigators come, they will be able to show them something which will not contain anything that deals with these migrants.
I agree with you.
Nsontela kumola.
Na ñinin cadre la wala be kala ñinte ko bara dari falingo.
What I want to ask also is about the exchange of the diary at Bara.
Wala ñaton ko jawara ay meyitandi ako imanta benta ko official men formally safero ke e bebe barale.
Because the diary that their OC produced, and when he was saying that, he was doing that, he said they were fortunate that the police officers who were working at the Bara station, who made those entries in the diary, were still available to them at the station there. So those people were assigned to do this transformation.
Comme misal fe menu be arjuma lumoto.
Just like example, those who are working on Friday, when they are writing, the writing of those diaries or the transfer of whatever from one diary to the other, when Friday came, they decided to bring in people who did that job on Friday.
Momo biye damen safe yese wasifa kan ya bari asatara ganan ko ye wala ko bondi yele ye nyim kudol safe ya sign.
So it happened like this. Those who made those entries in those diaries, they were made to do writings or entries about other things and just decide to forget or to jump anything that deals with these Ghanaian migrants, so that that information will not be in the diary. Anything that concerns the Ghanaians will not be in the diary.
Niwo bunda mu makumandi nya soto wala le sa kumandi falsification la bar natara mammen long wala minti kaira ba men keta je fo ya kel doron ko junior officer ye to bonno dawa wara men be kaira ba ye wolda maka fu nyome ke ma ko nyim falindi rol yalo niwo sotota o mullu ala bunda dole de me alon ko min falsification man killing impersonation or whatever manu foi alege aliake nyadi al bulo benda momo fe wala kana ay bunda nyin safe ay asainalie satara manke amari famoti me safe follow keno.
What happened at the Bara station was that those who made the entries, previous entries, were the same people who were called upon to come and do these new entries again, because they were the people who did the previous job. So, but as for Kairaba, what we can say is the falsification, because they just took randomly from police officers who are stationed there at that time to come and help in the falsification of these diaries that they wrote, that your task force was involved in at the Kairaba station. So that we can call that falsification.
No. What I said is, I am afraid that they did not use people randomly who did this. In that case, in addition to falsification, they were impersonating.
Okay, yeah. Amunda wale mintiko ibe menke kandro.
Ike before ça fait comme molto ya.
Molto ya la manke ko menu make lu.
Ika sign.
Ya family.
I understand.
Okay, I understand.
That did not happen in our case. What happened in Bara?
O manken to la carola de menketa Bara o manken to la carola.
It doesn't matter. Even members of the tax force were not working at the, the support team were not staff of the charge office or this police station, but they were also writing in the diary.
Ya gente la kafo mo ko no fama. Iman tan charge office nunde imam boje. Bar hano no fama lu ya safero kala diary lu bala.
Na ñinin kar la bon Haidara ya haketu ñinin karol siate bulata ñono.
Sorry Haidara, I asked many questions, but the last one now is
ñinin kar la bon ñin.
My last question.
Ali ñin dindi mal menu bula ñin do ko la mo be kono bangi de safo ñeno makala muta ko bintu keta benu ma konole o Umar Dabo benu ma konole o sifa ntema o mari lonne. Yang resim ma ko no woto sifal junior officers because yalla team mol for them all.
You have already named members of the task force. Those names are available to us. But the junior officers who were selected to come and help you in the rewriting of those diaries, I don't know whether you can be able to recall a name or any one of those people so that you can give us that name so that we will know who was involved in that job that happened at the Karaba station. I don't know whether you can help us with that, if you can remember even a single person among them.
No, I could not. But the police should be able to help. You know, it is important the truth is told. So I just want to appeal to them, Malam Sise, and anybody in this team. I have no reasons.
Dalila tentable purkana jang.
You know, and say such a thing when it did not exist. It did not happen.
Dalila no dalila tentable purkana si jang kakumalu fo men ya lon ko imanke. Ntete okela wo manke dalila ti me ben tebulu.
So they may be able to remember. I'm not sure, but they should be able to know these police officers, because they would not call any police officer to do such a thing without having trust in the person.
Woto itelbano lale wala itelsinyin keno leke hakilo bulandi jumanyolu iteleolu menu tombo wonya kanao mako irola katu mbele lale ko itelbe menu tombo na purka nao safero ke be kala molleti itelu jikita menna ilata menula ko nyilisi kullo mara nole wala na yolu tombo mpruoli na safero ke nalo itelu I hakilo sibulano molu lale menu tombo menu nata obado koke,
because that is my belief.
Ntelata wole lade.
They cannot go out and pick any police officer in the street to come and falsify those things.
Malala isi hanyi nyina ye finti drong ka police tombo silo kang purka ulunati kana ulubula usafiri faso la wonya menkita tapale saferoti malala isi hanyi wala ibe molle tala ye menulo.
It will be a police officer they believe in, they have trust in him to do such an exercise.
Abekala police leti itelie men long ijikita menna ilata menna mensina wodoku fason ketoni.
So I will not be asked a question about such a thing and lie about it on the oath. I will not do that.
Motende nyinin kala kula nyin ko kono men sike kuoti men dente nyina ngana fania fo ko kono nte okela katu nan kalile na tawota wala nambe nyin kumofala.
I know many people have held the Holy Quran and the Bible and said they are on the oath, they will say the truth, but they are still omitting some of these things.
Ngalon ne molu sotontale doli Bible ol muta doli Al-Quran al-Karim muta ya foko mbeto nyale fola barika sawundin kira dolu lale buka so wol fola.
So I'm just appealing that let's say the truth and let it happen, and so that it will never happen again as the slogan of the TRRC. That is my opinion.
Bari mbe wasila mbe daniro kela alinga kata na tonya fo na tonya sabatindi menketa na wosata na tilingu ni tonya tamandi konyin kamala TRRC fongola sando momenti never again anyongo nina kanake isaje nsifuta no wolo lato na sabatindi.
Aziz baraka bake.
Thank you very much, Aziz.
Imam Jallo, you have the floor, please.
Commissioner Imam Jallo lafte nyinin kara zero.
Witness.
Okay.
Kai zero.
Yes, please.
My question is going to hinge on your conclusion.
As you are aware, many senior officers above you and within your same ranks came to this commission. They took the oaths. They will not tell lies. It's been proven that many of them told lots of lies. Our major concern now is that this never happened slogan should be upheld. And my fear is many of these people are still in the services of the Gambia government. Do you think we can genuinely get policies that will ensure that never again theory is upheld and is the truth? How can this be attained?
Okay, I thought you said in my conclusion. Okay.
I will
put it in the conclusion.
Okay, fine. Before you take the floor to make your final remarks, you had said that when the task force finished its work, as it were, you were all gathered in a meeting where you were showered with congratulations and the praises. You said it would seem that two of the members of the task force were promoted. Were you promoted yourself?
No.
Honey?
Okay. You may now proceed to make your final remarks.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank the chairman and all commissioners.
Mbenyi silo tala fulo ka chairman numbara atenin commissioner lumbe bijang.
Hello?
Tulo bela.
Oh my God.
Mbe moy kanede itela bukandol moy.
Okay,
Okay. Teng.
I say I would like to take this opportunity to thank the chairman and all the commissioners.
Mbela fila kanyi silota ka chairman numbara ka jayi atenin commissioner lube.
And the lead counsel and his team.
Lead counsel nala kafo mulu.
All the interpreters.
Kana sorlalu.
And all staff of the TRRC.
Anundo kulalu melu bebe TRRC.
I would like to start with the question from Commissioner Imam Jallo.
Mbela fila kafuno dame menketa Commissioner Imam Jallo la kumakangoluti.
You know, to be able to achieve the slogan "Never Again."
Purunyi silo nyin kamala kafoko anyongo nene kanake nse mune keno hanfu ngawo sabatinda sulo dum nyin banko kan.
We have to get loyal and committed leaders.
Funga kata na nyato nkolu soto menu tilinta iwakilita isaita.
You know, the leaders have dignity, integrity, and loyalty.
Wajato nkolu fanalu inyanta bunyani horomo anin tilingo menketa sonde me tilingo ti nyanta soto lele ifangula milo kono.
And as Imam Jallo has just said, there are people who are still in the system.
Ko Imam Jallo ya fanya men hanimbi molu be kering mansa kunda doku bundalula.
We should be fair to ourselves.
Nyantale ngakata ngatilim fangulu fe.
A perpetrator cannot be a leader of a reform process.
Men kata tajire uta e kruya ko lukenu. Wote kala falingo do ko nyato nkota te keno lati.
The person himself should be fair to himself for the loss of his country and leave the assignment.
Ate Mario fango meya lonko atene na takenu tajire oti. Awoto ate fana nyanta katalele ay tiling afamfe ala banko kano kan aya da bondiji.
So I think there should be this political will also to be able to achieve that process.
Adunga mira a politiko nganiyo ana hammo unyanta tala ulufana linyanta tala kerinne puruna sinota me ya lonko lebe mfutandila wodinkirato.
And be able to put in good laws and guidance to be able to protect and all staff of the civil service.
Andung lualu, sartolu, tarambulolu, ulube kende male nyanta lola me ya lonko. Nin tata wasilo la tilimu nintonya sitama doku bundala nimmenu la makamo wala palaso nyanta la fala tilimu nintonya kan abeye tama wakang.
But instead what I have been seeing is
bari ndeka menje lum wala mnyinti
everybody wants to protect himself.
Mobe lefta afan kantala ka afan tankandi.
To the detriment of the country.
Me ya lonko au ubekela banko ubekela kuja uleti banko ye.
Like I have seen in most of the testimonies.
Kadunga je sede yari jama kono jang.
And people were emphasizing, you know, the torture attitude, the human rights violations at the NIA.
Molu benyin kidimandi kan ila dia molu kono melu keta tajiri yati ka molu balajato lu dimindi aning hadama ya nyanta tinyalu meni halonko iketanu NIA.
So they forgot the other institutions.
Inyinata do ku bunda donula.
You know, and they say it's the modus operandi of the NIA.
Nyim foko wala keta kolu tamandi nyati kolu samba nyati NIA.
And I want to tell this commission.
Adu lefta nyim fala nyim commission yenko.
I have been working since now 27 years at the NIA now.
Sanjimu andi woro wala ngawle do ko ke NIA.
And out of these 27 years, I spent almost 24 years at the headquarters in Banjul.
Ado sanjimu andi woro wala kono. Sanjimu andi nano be na be ke NIA la korda bale kono Banjul sate kono.
So I know the place very well.
Woto ngaw dinkira lonne kendeke.
So I would not deny the fact that the place has been used for torture and human rights violations.
Ndenyi soso la frem kafoko o dinkira ye jeke dinkira le tulung ika molu tajire ya damin ika molu la nyanto lutinya damin.
And I've seen people say in the testimonies that 90% of the NIA staff are torturers.
Adungaje fam molu yenyi mfujanko do kulalu membebe NIA ni abeke kemeti si dula tankolo to be mo tajire wolleti.
And I would not agree to that.
Nde sonna wala.
There are few people, you know, who are maybe less than 15 or 20% are torturers.
Andu ni ajube o do kulalu kono membita la hanfo keme sidula tanni lulu wala sidula muang wala man ka tajire wolti.
Now those are the torturers.
Wolem sorry alhakatu wolem tajire woluti keme sidula tanni lulu kata sidula muango kan wolle ka tilimbali alu kem wala wolem tajire woluti.
most of the torturers or the torturers will come from other institutions and use the NIA premises for torture.
Mojama ekabobonda dolela kabodo kubunda kotangulula meni alon ko kana NIA ikana nyin tajiriya lukije ekabona bari jama be ko ekabona bantalade.
I will give you this scenario. This is like a sample, you know, the activities of the security institutions in achieving this.
Nyimukule time yalon ko mbala nya itandila katukule mnyintime yalon ka kamurumuru ne kanto nintankada bunda lutema.
Like the military will arrest people and detain them at mile 2.
Ko sojar bundala isimolu muta yete sindi mile 2 kasola.
And in the night they will pick them and take them to the NIA premises and torture them.
Suto le mikatao molu kama mile 2 yenati NIA sansango kono ibe tajire ya men kelela je ya kela je.
Equally, the NIA will arrest some people and detain them at various police stations.
Andung even NIA fawlu fanan ika modolu mutale niye mutaitawli sindi police station dolu to.
And the police authorities or the police officers will be rotating these people from one station to the other to hide them from their families incommunicado.
Adum police ol fanal kana muneke ika nyimmo mutare mutale ke sounding ke bondi jang ke sambajana puru nyin kammala ibadi mulu fanglu kanalo nyim na badin kari ya muta abe mintole wolu bakaw fanglu ndo soto no.
And the police also will sometimes arrest people
and
turn them at mile 2 without warrants.
And police ol fanglu tumodo le kamolu mutale yetaye sindi mile 2 adu ibukahani kaiti samba kafo nyino mutaran kaito te kafo me warrant.
And the military again will take these police detainees from mile 2 and bring them to NIA and beat them.
Andung o sojarol koteke wolle kata o mo mutarengul bondi mile 2 kenati NIA sansango kono kana ke tajire yaji.
So who is innocent of this torture?
Woto sai njumale seneyata wo tajire yakono.
And after all these confessions will be made,
andu no be botala ikana molu diamundi kafo kolula.
So if confessions are made, statements are taken by the same police.
Niwo kuma kangulu fota adu kuma kan tatalu menu ya lonko molu yafo police ol le fangulu kana kuma kangulu ta.
And these statements will be recorded by police at the NIA premises.
Adu kuma kangulu police ol fangulu kangulu ta ke safe NIA la sansango le kono.
And these statements will be taken to the Attorney General's Chamber's prosecution unit or the police prosecution unit for possible prosecution.
Adu kuma kangulu ni eta nyimolu bulu NIA ike samba kiti bunda lela wala police la kiti ndirlalu puri isi molu meni yemuta isi kiti ndiwo kuma kangulu la menuta NIA.
The Attorney General's Chambers and the police prosecution unit knowing very well that these people's statements were taken under duress.
Adung Attorney General la office fango anim police bunda la kitindir bunda ifanglu be kalon ne ko nyin kuma kangulu menu safeta tembe nyin kitindi la nyin kangulu menu la ye forcé tota e mariolu bulule.
And it will stop there.
Andunga bukada woto.
So this case file will be taken to the judiciary for prosecution.
Adu kanao kiti file leta kasamba kitindir bunda la puri be molu kitindi la menna.
And a judge will be selected, a favorite judge will be selected.
Andu ifawon leke fansu kitindirla nyala tombo ngete lafta men na puru yo kitota.
And this judge will sentence these people to anyhow he likes.
Adu yo menta kito la unya kitindirla ate mari mendiata e yirko mendiata be nyimolu soro no yirko lela.
Knowing very well that the victims' rights have been violated.
Andu telefono katarle ya lone ko nyi membe nyi ndia mo kono te yala nyanto le tinya.
So that is why I say we should all come out and say the truth. Everybody is involved in this process.
Wala nanko mobe finti ye na ye to nyafo katu mobe le dabe ko nyin kono.
So I would like to appeal to everybody to cooperate with the TRRC and say the truth and nothing but the truth.
Otombe mo be danila inin TRRC nyomoy ye nina ta ye tonyafo adu kana femfem foja memmanke tonyati.
And I haven't seen any achievement by any other security service for institutional reform at the moment apart from the NIA.
Namanke NIA tide nyin tembe man kanto nin tankada falinje doku bunda wo doku bunda la nyin banko kan follow.
Because I have seen the NIA, which was used to be called the almighty NIA or the notorious NIA.
Kadu ngajele NIA la bunda follow me ka foko bunda sembe maba membe keri nu wala bunda tobo rinjawo me yalon ko tobo jawo be kunto NIA la karola wotumo ngawjele nu
has now become the most tolerant and professional institution or service now.
Bari sayin je falinta natake bunda te bunda me yalon ko itelle sonta kula ye famaji andu ikatama tilimula sayin menni nunto fatata.
They have turned 360 degrees from their activities.
Amunda ibe nyatili nyabe nun damin iyele matale fereng ye kodi wotola le silang.
Now, even an SIS officer will be afraid to tell people they are SIS.
Sayin fango menu be kullo dinkarin doku wala wolondi dinkarin doku bunda ikasila le fang pour que fayita ndimo la kafonte mo SIS doku lal.
I have seen that.
Najele.
So I would like to thank all the staff of the SIS through their Director General.
Betumbe SIS doku lal belum barala katambindini ila Director General yala.
For definitely transforming the institution.
Koye doku bunda nyin fali nyami.
Positioning the service.
Andu ye doku bunda nyin senkal loku.
Away from that, I would like to thank again the TRRC for doing a great job. And pray that may the Almighty Allah guide you in your work. I thank you all for.
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Hydara. And
Mr. Hydara chairman ko.
Our mandate period is from July 1994 to January 2017.
Ntala sembo doko wichemen ditana ulam kabo July 1994 kana 2017 kang December.
Notwithstanding what is happening at SIS at the moment, I don't think anyone can deny the atrocities that happen in this country by the security services during the mandate period.
Wo kanto nin tankada bundala maje ka foko hanimbi wo kanto ni wo tankada bundal men be loring nin temben ka fo bosilo kan
where the 15% was what constituted the bad apples in NIA.
Fo keme o keme sidula talmi lulu wala keta yiridin toliringuluti membe nun NIA kono bang
or a higher percentage.
Wala atalante mo bang.
It cannot be again denied that atrocities occurred in the agency.
At sosorote keno la kafoko tajiriyalu manke ya adoku bundala.
And what would look like a bit of finger pointing that you have done,
membe kelako bulkondin chodo yemenke,
that soldiers were bringing people to NIA premises and torturing them, and it appears as if NIA was the one doing that, or NIA was being blamed for that.
Kafoko sojarulu kamulu mutaringulu nati kane tajire ya NIA silang ay fintiko NIA wala be ku fasongulu be ke kan.
The police would come and do the same thing in NIA premises.
Police olu fanal sina yo ku kilim fasongo ke NIA la sansango kono.
Security services, parts of security services were involved in these atrocities.
Adun kantonun tankada bunda dul sutonda men fanal bulo be nyin tajire ya kono.
Just want to point that out, but to thank you again for your testimony. Council, we take a 30-minute break and come back with the next witness. Is the next witness ready?
Yes, Mr. Chair, the next witness is ready. It would be a very short witness, I imagine, so we can start 1:30 and hopefully end it by 2 or 2:15. And that would be it for the day.
Oh, really?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Not going until midnight.
Yeah. Be careful, Mr. Chair. They will just take you up on your...
I learned my lesson from discussions before we got here. But again, yes, thank you very much. We will come back at 1:30. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you, witness.